Hello, my name is Fabio Verdugo, and this assignment is on how to include some links, which could be internal and external, into a PowerPoint presentation. So the job aid that I will be demonstrating is based on a tutorial I created for the Division of Child Support Services. This training was intended to teach caseworkers on how to use the policy online resource tool known as the PORT. It will demonstrate on how to add internal and external links within the presentation. So many times the students will need to access web-based information or resources to assist in their work environment. This job aid will demonstrate how to open the PORT version 2 and find relevant information when working with the clients on a day-to-day basis. I will be using Camtasia to record the job aid and the steps to follow for adding internal and external links. So as you can see, this is the beginning of the presentation. So we're going to jump into slide number 5, which is this one here. And so the reason I'm bringing you here is because it's important to explain the navigation instructions to the learners to properly go through a slide to slide and click on the links embedded into the presentation. This presentation will include links that will navigate the learner to other slides within the presentation and also hyperlinks to the PORT website to practice. So giving them plenty of directions on what to look for. So trying to make it as quick and easy to look at. So this will have arrows. Some of the slides will include a yellow box like this one here, so they can simply click on those boxes. And then some will also include this icon, which will take them to the PORT version 2. So from this slide, the learner can click on items found on the screen to learn more about each item. For example, when clicking on item 1, it will take them to the slide 15 to show them more about the overview. On option 1, you'll notice that there is a shape that I've included over this image of the PORT website. So again, this is an image taken with Snagit, and then I embedded a link, or I'm sorry, a box or shape over these items so that it'll take them to those items. So if I right click on this here, it'll let us know what slide it's going to take them to. And this is actually where you can add the links. So on this item number 1, we're just having them go to an item within the presentation. So in this case, it'd be slide 15. So once we have selected place in this document, click on slide 15, you click OK, and now when doing the presentation, I'll demonstrate that now. Okay, so here is the slide in presentation mode. So if the viewer clicks on this link, it'll take them directly to slide 15, which is the overview of the PORT. So it tells them about getting started, policy and procedures, standard work, and appendices. And so adding that link will take them directly there. If you notice at the bottom, I did put an arrow to the right because I want the learner to learn a little bit more about the overview or this section. So once it's completed, I did put a back arrow that'll take them right back to the main menu. So let's look at another example. So let's look at Contact Us. So if you notice, by clicking on Contact Us, it'll take them to the screenshot of the PORT website that explains how to contact administration or policy about questions they might have. Okay, and then we'll click back to this here. Okay, so now let's look at a different slide. This will be, so for the first example, those are links within the presentation, so they're internal links. So for the next example, this will be a link for an external link, right? So it's going to be the website, the port version 2 website. So I'm going to scroll down, and 32 will have a link that's been embedded. And the way I did this again was I went to the hyperlink edit. On this one, you'll notice that it's going to an existing file or web page. So we're not doing place in this document, we're actually doing within a web page. Okay, so we're going to click OK. I've already inserted my link there. So essentially what you want the learner to look at is the yellow box. As explained in the navigation directions, when they click on yellow boxes, certain actions will be taken. So for this example, it is actually a link to the port. So this is again the presentation mode. Okay, so for this example, this is going to take them to an external link, which is the port version 2. So as explained in the navigation directions, the yellow boxes is how to do a search. So what I'm trying to do is replicate what the image looks like on the actual port website. So when this one here just gives a simple direction, so simply click on the inside the search bar, then type your term. So we're going to go ahead and click on the inside here. And you notice that it does take us directly to the port version 2. And then this is where we can actually do a search for something, right? So if I wanted to do a search for modifications, let's say, it'll bring me to a list of different modifications. So let's say we just want to do review and adjustment. And as a caseworker, it's going to all depend on the case they're working with. So I don't want to get too much into the details, but this is allowing them to play and practice with the port. So this practice is very important. So once showing the learner how to navigate through the port, then allowing them to practice. So if they're doing a practice on how to do a modification for a non-custodial parent that is incarcerated, this is how they would get to that location. So giving them plenty of practice is important when you're designing instructional material. So that way they know how to get to those items. Okay, so the process is fairly easy to complete within PowerPoint presentation, and it provides guidance and essential information. It also provides a way for the students to practice using the port website to navigate through and find the data that they're looking for. By providing the students with the navigation tools and adding internal and external links, it enhances the training experience for the students. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation on how to add internal and external links using Camtasia to record it, Snag it to get pictures and images, and the PowerPoint presentation to present that to the students. Thank you.